What's up, entertainment lovers? I'm Morgan Wheeler.
And I'm Chancellor Johnson. Welcome to Cronkite Cut, where entertainment news is a cut above the rest.
Actress Debbie Ryan from the Disney Channel show Jessie was arrested in Los Angeles for a DUI. The 22-year-old slammed into a Mercedes. When police arrived, Ryan blew a .11 blood alcohol level. The Disney star got out on a $100,000 bail. Since the arrest, Debbie tweeted an apology to her fans about her poor actions.
The 2016 MTV Movie Awards was hosted by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart on Sunday. The hosts had the show filled with action-packed comedy, and guest appearances were made by big names like Kendrick Lamar, Ariana Grande, and even Queen Latifah. The Force was certainly with the latest Star Wars movie as they took home the MTV Movie of the Year, and Will Smith took home this year's MTV Generations Award, and Melissa McCarthy became the first woman ever to take home the Comedic Genius Award.
Megan Fox is pregnant with baby number 3. The actress stepped out on the red carpet for CinemaCon dressed in a form-fitting Versace dress, which showed a baby bump. It gets interesting. Fox filed for divorce back in August of 2015 from husband Brian Austin Green. Green is the father of baby number 3, but the two have no plans of getting back together. In other celebrity baby news, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds also announced that they are having their second child. A source told People magazine that the couple is absolutely thrilled to be expanding their family later this year.
We've seen big names like Yeezy, Kendrick Lamar, and Future drop new albums in 2016, and Drake looks like the latest rapper to do the same. The Trainor artist announced that Views from the 6 will be dropping on April 29th, and it will be exclusively available on Apple Music. Now let's go to Taylor for the latest on fashion and television.
Save the planet and that honeymoon money with H&M's new Conscious exclusive bridal collection. 3 eco-friendly styles were released this month, and the price point doesn't disappoint. The most expensive gown is $649. Described as, quote, a feast of lightness and embellishment materialized in dreamy draped lines for the bride wanting to be as beautifully dressed as she is conscious. The bridal collection includes 3 different designs, boho, romantic, and modern, in order to fit the selective needs of every bride-to-be. The pieces are white and long, however, nothing about the silhouettes scream bridal. The dresses are versatile enough to be worn to any event. Gilmore Girls will be getting a second run on Netflix 9 years after its last episode aired in 2007. The revival will be called Gilmore Girls Seasons and will include 4 90-minute episodes that take place in the present day. Each episode will take place in a different season, beginning with winter and ending with fall. Most of the original cast will be returning for the revival, most importantly the 3 Gilmore Girls, and there will be an addition of some new faces to the cast as well. Ever since news of the revival broke, speculation has been rapid, but our questions won't be answered until the revival is released later this year. I'm Taylor Rocha. Back to you, Morgan and Chance.
Thanks, Taylor. Now to Halla for This Week in Music. Has Kanye dropped Tidal? In February, Kanye tweeted that his album, The Life of Pablo, would, quote, never, never, never be on Apple, end quote, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Not only did he make the album available on Spotify and Apple Music, the rapper also released his new song, St. Pablo, exclusively on Apple. When Yeezy first dropped The Life of Pablo, he received a lot of backlash from those who didn't have the expensive service. Maybe his latest decision is him listening to his fans. Now, get ready because this next story is a bit confusing. Jennifer Lopez and Meghan Trainor are under fire after Trainor defended J-Lo's new single, Ain't Your Mama. The song is an upbeat anthem about an independent woman, but the track was co-written and produced by Dr. Luke, who is involved in an extensive legal battle after being accused of sexually assaulting artist Kesha. Kesha fans have found it a bit ironic that Dr. Luke co-wrote this song and are boycotting his music as a result. This is where Meghan Trainor comes in. Trainor said the backlash J-Lo received was, quote, not fair on her at all, end quote. Both artists are all about empowering other women, so people are wondering why they would ever work with Dr. Luke. The answers remain unclear, but J-Lo's single is still topping the charts. I guess we'll have to see where things go. I'm Halla Nelson, back to you.
Thanks, Halla. Now let's go to Brandon for the latest in movies.
So one of the glaring questions from Star Wars The Force Awakens is who are Rey's parents? Rey, of course, being played by Daisy Ridley. Well, last week we got the Star Wars Rogue One trailer. Of course, Rogue One being the first spin-off film that Lucasfilm is developing of the Star Wars universe. It takes place between episodes 3 and 4. You can watch the trailer when you get a chance. It's awesome. But on the MTV Movie Awards red carpet, Daisy Ridley took some time to talk with MTV News. And a lot of people thought when that trailer dropped that Felicity Jones' character in that movie, Jyn Erso, was actually Rey's mother because the ages line up, they're both white and brown hair, it must make sense. Well, according to Daisy Ridley, that's not true. Ridley apparently knows who Rey's parents are in the film, but she doesn't want that to influence her performance. Episode 8 does come out in 2017, so all of us fan theorists, we'll just have to wait till then. In other MTV Movie Awards news, Suicide Squad and Fantastic Beasts both released brand new trailers. Suicide Squad giving us a better glimpse of how this world works in the aftermath of Batman vs. Superman, how these villains interact. It's a great bar scene at the end. If you haven't watched the trailer, watch it just for that bar scene at the end. And Fantastic Beasts also released their first official trailer, which showcases Eddie Redmayne being cool, a bunch of other magical creatures. I'm the only guy in my age group who probably didn't get into Harry Potter, but I'm really excited for this movie. It looks magical, and it just looks really, really good. You should be really intrigued by both of these movies. Watch the trailers when you get a chance. And what did you think of the trailers? Let us know down in the comments below. And what do you think of Daisy Ridley's comments regarding Ray's parents? My name's Brandon. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Brandon. Now let's go to Ashley for the look at the Tempe comedy scene.
Hi, it's Ashley. I am here at the Herberger Theater right here in downtown for the 15th annual Phoenix Improv Festival. So let's go inside.
We initially started it just to get the groups that were here in Arizona to meet each other and share ideas. We realized we were exposing people to an art form when we all came together that we wouldn't necessarily do on a week-by-week basis. It's been great that in the last 15 years, especially the last 5 or 6 years, we've really exposed a lot of people to improv.
Is this your first time at the Phoenix Improv Festival?
It's real art form, not just some stuff I might have seen from television, something like that.
Okay, and that's all I have for you. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Ashley. Make sure to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Snapchat, and catch up on the latest episodes at cronkitecut.wordpress.com.
That's it for this week's episode. Join us next week for entertainment news that's a cut above the rest. I'm Chancellor Johnson.
And I'm Morgan Wheeler. Thank you for watching Cronkite Cut.